DDS, sinasabi ko hindi ako DDS. Bakit ho? Nahihiya ho ako doon sa original na DDS. Kasi noong 2016, kay Binay ho ako. Si Binay yung kandidato ko. Yun yung first time ko nakikita si PRRD sa mga debates. Parati ho niya ako linoloko na parati ho ako may dalang mga box at folder. Sabi niya, day, ano yan? Sabi ko, sir, platform ho namin. Alam mo, wala akong platform. Sabi ko, sir, kay Binay ho ito. Sabi, hindi, pakita mo lang sa akin. Sabi ko, ano ba itong kandidatong ito, no? Pangalawa namin pagkikita, nahiya naman ako sa kanya kasi, sir, nakabarong ho lahat ang aakyat sa stage. Ganun ba? Hindi ba maganda itong suot ko? Hindi, sir. Sa Pangasinan ho yun. Nagpabili siya ng barong sa palengke. Tapos sinanap niya ako. Sinabi pa niya kay Jojo Binay, asan yung may dala parati ng yung plataforma mo daw? So sabi ni Jojo sa akin, bakit alam na plataforma? Sir, tinatanong, kinukuha. Ganun ba? O di, tinawag ako ni Jojo. Ito, Digong, ito si Malu. Di, formally, nagkakilala kami. Doon sa debate sa Pangasinan. Sabi ko, sir, ba't mo ako hinahanap? Papakita ko sana yung barong ko. Suot na niya. Tapos sabi ko, sir, parang kita ko yung kamisa chino nyo. Ay, hindi ba ito maganda? Sir, si Mayor Jojo, ang daming dalang barong. Si BP Jojo, ang daming dalang barong. Ganun ba? Bakit ho? Kasi yung barong niya, lampas, mahaba. Tapos yung t-shirt niya, di ba, pag sa barong, nakikita. Tapos naka-maungho siya. So sabi ko, sir, ibaba mo yung t-shirt mo para hindi, ganun ba? May ganyan-ganyan. Alam mo naman sa amin, wala kaming ganyan-ganyan. Sabi ko, sige. Pagkatapos, sir, huwag mong i-roll yung barong. Bakit Makati? Kasi sir, cheap yung binili mo. Hindi ba kakatihin ka kung galing sa palengke? So sabi ko, pero nakabarong ako ha? Oo, sir, pero hindi, parang okay na yan. Basta nakabarong ako. Sige. Yung sunod na pagkikita namin sa debate rin, nung ayaw lumabas ni BP Jojo, sabi niya, day, ano ba yung iyong kliyente? Ba't ayaw lumabas? Sir, kasi magpipresent kami ng data. Wala ng data. Tinan mo ako kung magtanong. So, yung pagiging kilala ko sa kanya sa debate, yung first debate, na lahat kami nakunan ng litrato ng GMA7 na nakanganga. Yun yung tinanong ni Mike Enriquez na tungkol sa pagnanakaw. Ito naman sinabi na namin kay Jojo Binay, huwag kang magre-raise ng hand tungkol sa nakaw. Any reference, huwag kang magre-raise. Nag-raise ng hand. Sabi ko, ano ba yan? So nakunan kami nakanganga. Okay. Tapos nakita namin yung sequence, magtatanong pala kay Miriam si Digong. Sabi ko, okay to. Lahat kami nagulat nung nag-embrace sila. Ano ang tinanong ni Digong? Miriam, how are you? Sabi ko, ano ba naman ito? Debate ito. Tapos, tapos si Miriam naman sumagot, if there will be a president, it's him. So lahat kami nakaganon, sabi ko, naghanda pa naman kami ng rebuttal. Nung nagtanong na si Miriam sa amin, matindi. Sabi namin, after nung debate, sabi ko sa kanya, sir, anong magic mo? Bakit ganon? Wala. Kayo, aral kayo ng aral. Tingnan mo ako, ganyan lang ako. Tapos kay Grace, yung medyo nahulog kami sa tanong niya, kung alas 3 ng madaling araw at may pumutok, anong gagawin mo? Lahat kami nagtinginan. Sabi ko, ano ba ito? Magaling ho siya. Kasi, street smart and he can think on his feet. So sabi ni Jojo sa akin, kasi kinuha ako for debate preparation. Sabi ko, sir, talo na tayo dito. Hindi, Malu, talo na ho tayo dito. Bakit naman? Tingnan mo, sir, ganito si Makati, ganito si Davao. Parehong LGU. Parehong mga mayors, ang core. Naku, nakita ho namin sa survey namin, unti-unti kami nahuhulog. Tapos yung linya na unti-unting tumataas, si Duterte. So sabi namin, ano ba namang style nito? Tinapon niya ang playbook sa pananamit, sa pagiging kandidato, sa panliligaw. Talagang tinapon niya. Tapos wala naman siyang pondo sa ads. 'Di ba? Lahat nasa social media. Tapos, alam mo niyo what broke our back? It was the BGC rally. Kasi sa BGC, late na siyang dumating, hinihintay siya ng tao. Yung sabi ni Jojo, nasaan kayo? Sir, nandito kami sa BGC. Anong ginagawa niyo dyan? Tinitingnan ho namin reaksyon ng tao. Bakit? May iba pa bang reaksyon? Sir, naghihintay sila, walang pakain, walang patubig. Late na siya ng parang 5 hours, 6 hours. Pero nandun yung tao.
Hindi ka DDS.
Mm.
Somehow, it doesn't feel easy
people do
to
not
believe.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not DDS for the simple reason that I wasn't with Duterte in 2016.
Okay.
I was with Binay. And secondly, I don't like to claim something where others have already done work ahead of me. So I am not DDS in
Okay.
that sense.
So how would what's the proper term then? That you're not DDS, but you're a Duterte supporter?
I'm a Duterte supporter.
Okay.
Duterte meaning the vice president.
Not the father?
The father,
By
I'm
extension?
thankful. That's why I'm helping the daughter. I'm thankful for the 6 years
Okay.
of the kind of service he has done. And because I wasn't part of that, I would like to be thankful for the 6 years and do work with the daughter.
Do work with the daughter. Okay. It's not exactly easy times for the
It's not.
Dutertes right
It's,
now.
It's not good to be a Duterte today.
Okay.
For the simple reason that the father is out and that the daughter is being demolished left and right. So it's not something that you would probably be talking about it quite often. Something to be proud still because the Duterte brand still remains. It's just that you have to be careful when you say, I support the VP, considering all this, agencies of government running after those who are alleged to be close to the vice president.
And yet, Maluno, somehow you don't seem to suffer the same fate as other Duterte supporters. Recently, I'll just give you one example, former Congressman Mike Defensor. So somehow hindi ka pa naman ganun nalalagay sa ganung sitwasyon.
Nalagay ako sa LOA, Patrick. My person and my company was subjected to a LOA by BIR.
Okay, can you tell us what LOA is?
LOA is letter of what is LOA? It's a BIR instrument to look
Okay.
into your income.
Oh, okay.
So I was placed there. I was able to get a positive a clearance rather from them since I have nothing to hide. There were no monies that were not reported. Insofar as my personal, I was under the run after tax evaders. I am not a tax evader. I pay my dues to this country. So I guess if you're honest and you show the record, people will see that despite being in the political world, that I can still be clean and reporting this.
Did that incident leave a chilling effect, so to speak?
Yes, because the manner by which they did the personal thing was there were some quote-unquote agents who went to the house of ancestral house of my mom, and they were looking into vehicles midnight. They were asking the barangay if I still live there, and what are the goings on of that residence. So my sense was good that my mom is no longer with me. But if she was there, it would be very hard because, all of a sudden there are these groups of individuals going to the house and just checking around.
And despite that incident, you're still here and still very much vocal.
Yes, my sense, Patrick, is it is my way of helping the country. It is my way of just standing for certain causes that I believe. Even while I was a college student, I still held on certain principles that guide me in my professional career.